Aurora blonde woman, red dress, soft yet bold heart. Celine black-haired woman with a white streak, black leather jacket plus skirt, confident and caring. The night deepens, the moon climbs higher, pouring silver light over the restless water. Aurora and Celine remain in each other's arms, the waves brushing their legs like cool silk. The quiet ocean hum sounds like music, soft, private, as if composed just for them. Aurora inhales the salty breeze, feeling Celine's heartbeat against her chest. The closeness feels unreal, yet exactly right. She whispers, "I feel like the world disappeared." Celine smiles, "Good. I only want you to exist right now." Aurora blushes again, a beautiful warmth spreading across her cheeks. She looks into Celine's eyes a little longer than she ever has before. Moonlit textures. Aurora gently touches Celine's jacket, tracing the leather seam with slow fingers. Celine notices the curiosity in her eyes. She slides the jacket off her shoulders, letting the moon reveal more of the smooth black top beneath. Aurora's breath catches admiration, glowing like embers. Celine steps closer, their bodies brushing softly. Aurora's red dress folds around them like a curtain of crimson fluttering in the breeze. Their silhouettes blend together, dark and bright, bold and soft, night and fire. "Can I?" Aurora asks softly, her hands lifting slightly toward Celine's shoulders. Celine answers without words. She leans in, giving permission through a gentle nod. Their fingers explore. Aurora's fingers slide down Celine's arms, feeling warmth under her touch. It sends a spark racing through both of them. Celine shivers, not from the cold, but from the closeness. Celine responds by brushing Aurora's waist with her fingertips, the fabric of the dress shifting delicately. Aurora's skin feels alive beneath the touch, like every breath of air becomes warmer. For a moment, they forget the ocean, the moon, even time itself. A kiss that speaks volumes. Celine cups Aurora's cheek and leans in, a kiss long and deep, yet soft enough to feel every emotion it carries. Aurora melts into it, her hands sliding up around Celine's neck. Their lips move with a rhythm that feels inevitable, like the tide returning to shore. Aurora whispers against her mouth, "I never want this night to end." Celine responds, "Then promise me another one." Aurora nods, a silent vow. Laughter like starlight, a sudden wave splashes up to their knees. Aurora gasps dramatically, then bursts into laughter. Celine joins in, her laughter low and warm. They chase each other a few steps through the shallow water, splashing, teasing, joyful like children but glowing with a deeper connection. Aurora runs ahead, turning back with a playful grin. Celine catches her from behind, arms wrapping around her waist as they spin lightly. Their laughter fades into breathless closeness once more. When hearts speak louder, Celine leans her forehead against Aurora's temple. "You're full of light," she murmurs, voice barely above the waves. Aurora closes her eyes. "I just reflect the way you look at me." Those words hit Celine deeper than expected. Her hand slips down to hold Aurora's, interlocking their fingers as if sealing a bond newly formed or finally rediscovered. Aurora looks down at their joined hands, smiling with a soft wonder, like she's still surprised she gets to feel this. Stars in their eyes, they walk back toward the dry sand, still holding hands. The grains glow beneath their feet, illuminated by moonlight and their own radiance. Aurora spreads out her dress and sits, pulling Celine gently to sit beside her. Celine leans on one arm while turning toward Aurora. Their faces are so close that their eyelashes almost touch when they blink. Aurora brushes the white streak in Celine's hair, mesmerized by how it shines. Celine catches her hand and kisses her fingertips one at a time, slow enough to make Aurora's heart trip and stumble. Wrapped in night, the breeze picks up, cool and sweet. Celine drapes her jacket gently over Aurora's shoulders. The leather is warm from her body heat. Aurora pulls it closer around herself, feeling like she's wearing a piece of Celine, a comfort, a shield, a silent affection. Aurora whispers, "You always know what I need." Celine replies, "I just pay attention to the things that matter." Aurora looks down, flattered and softened. "And I matter?" Celine holds her gaze for a long moment before answering, "More than the moon, more than any night sky." A future in their smile, there's a gentle pause. the kind that doesn't ask for words, just presence. Aurora shifts closer, resting her head on Celine's shoulder. Celine's hand naturally finds Aurora's back, soothing in small circles. They talk softly, dreams, fears, the small little details that make them human and vulnerable. Every sentence makes them feel more chosen, more seen. Aurora promises, "I want to be part of your every tomorrow." Celine kisses the top of her head. "Then let tomorrow find us together." One more kiss, sealed by tide. Aurora lifts her head, eyes glowing like liquid gold. Celine pulls her closer, palms resting on either side of her face. They share another kiss, slower than the last, deeper in meaning. It feels like a promise sealed beneath stars. The tide continues singing, marking their moment in gentle rhythm. Their lips part just enough to breathe the same air again. Aurora smiles, a little breathless. Celine mirrors it, love growing stronger with each second. Final frame, but not the end. Aurora leans her head against Celine's chest. Celine wraps both arms around her, anchoring her safely. They sit like that, watching the moon draw a shining path across the water, a path they'll follow together. Aurora whispers, "Thank you for tonight." Celine responds, "It's only the beginning." Camera pulls back, the beach, the moon, the endless sea, and two women in love, wrapped in warmth, glowing like they belong to the night and to each other. Fade out, hearts clicking into the same rhythm. Moonlight at the beach, the ocean breathes under a silver night sky. Waves glow like they've swallowed moonlight. Aurora walks along the shore barefoot, her red dress brushing lightly against her legs. She pauses when she hears footsteps behind her. Celine approaches, her leather jacket reflecting pale light in a soft shine. They exchange a glance that says more than words can hold, like they've been waiting their whole lives for this moment to begin. Aurora laughs quietly, slightly shy. Celine smiles, relaxed but deeply drawn to her warmth. "I knew you'd come," Celine whispers. The sound of waves answers gently, making the world feel like a private secret shared only between them. Steps closer. They walk side by side, not touching yet. Their hands hover close, fingertips almost brushing. Aurora keeps stealing small glances at Celine like she wants to memorize every line of her face in moonlight. Celine notices, turning her head slowly, causing Aurora to blush and look forward again. The breeze pushes Aurora's blonde hair back, and Celine's hand instinctively rises to help, gently tucking a strand behind her ear. Aurora freezes for a heartbeat, eyes wide, chest rising in a slow breath. Heat rushes through both of them, even with the cool ocean wind wrapping around their skin. They're close enough to feel each other's warmth. Sand sparkles under their feet. They stop walking. Aurora turns toward the ocean, letting gentle waves reach her toes. Celine steps behind her, close enough that Aurora feels her presence like a warm shadow. Celine's hand traces the air near Aurora's shoulder, wanting to touch but waiting for permission. Aurora reaches back first, softly placing her fingers on Celine's wrist. The contact is light but electric. Celine slides her hand from Aurora's shoulder down her arm, slow and gentle, as if learning a language written on her skin. Aurora's breath trembles. She doesn't pull away. Instead, she leans slightly back, an invitation without a word. Eyes like fireflies, they face each other again. Celine's thumb grazes the back of Aurora's hand. Their breathing finds a shared rhythm. The moon paints a silver halo over the blonde strands of Aurora's hair. Celine looks mesmerized, like she's looking at a dream that finally became real. Aurora whispers, "I like being here with you," voice soft as night wind. Celine replies, "I like when you say things like that." Aurora laughs again, nervous but thrilled. The kind of laugh that accidentally reveals desire. Ocean music. The waves crash gently, timed perfectly with their heartbeat. Aurora touches Celine's jacket, smoothing the leather between delicate fingers. She thinks about the contrast, soft silk of her own dress against Celine's bold fabric. Their styles are opposite, yet perfectly fitting together. Celine lifts Aurora's chin with two careful fingers. Their faces hover inches apart, noses almost brushing. Aurora's eyelashes lower, waiting, allowing the space to close only if Celine truly wants to. Celine traces her gaze from Aurora's eyes to her lips, then back up again, as if asking silently. Aurora whispers yes without saying the word. First kiss of the night, their lips touch soft, slow, discovering. A kiss that starts like a question and becomes its own answer. Aurora's hands slide up to Celine's shoulders, steady but shy. Celine pulls her a little closer, deepening the warmth. The world blurs. Only the taste of each other remains. The kiss breaks tenderly. They both breathe in the same air, smiles forming at the same time. Aurora looks a little dizzy, like happiness has weight and she can feel every bit of it. Closer than the tide. They keep kissing, gentle waves of affection, each one warmer than the last. Aurora's fingers trace Celine's jawline, feeling the curve beneath her touch. Celine's hand rests on Aurora's waist, the smooth red fabric shifting under her palm as if the dress itself leans toward her. Aurora pulls Celine into the shallows, water curling around their ankles. The sea feels cool, but their skin stays hot. Celine laughs breathlessly when Aurora splashes her leg playfully. Aurora responds with a mischievous grin. Their laughter blends with the ocean, creating a soundtrack made of joy and longing. A promise in every touch, Aurora says softly. The moon is beautiful tonight. Celine answers, you look more beautiful. Aurora tries to hide her smile, but she can't. She touches Celine's cheek with the back of her fingers, a slow and tender gesture that sends a shiver through both of them. They rest their foreheads together. No hurry, no fear, just two hearts learning the same rhythm. The camera frame widens, moonlight, reflections, waves wrapping around their legs, their shadows merging into one on the sand. Their connection grows stronger than the tide. Gentle pull, Celine lifts Aurora's hand and places a silent kiss on her knuckles, watching the blush bloom across her cheeks. Aurora leans into Celine again, closer than ever, letting her hands rest around Celine's neck. Their lips meet again, slow, warm, a little deeper. A kiss that says, stay with me longer. The waves wash up behind them, glowing under the night sky. Aurora and Celine stand wrapped in each other's arms. The moon shines like a spotlight, crowning their silhouettes with silver. Celine whispers against Aurora's lips, this night, I want it to last forever. Aurora replies, then let's not let go. Fade out, but their hearts keep holding on. And the bedroom glowed with a warm, golden hush, the single lamp casting a soft halo that danced gently across the white sheets. Outside, the night was quiet, like the world had paused just long enough for two hearts to breathe in the same rhythm. Elara, with her vibrant curls like burning sunset silk, lay on her back, her satin floral robe gently slipping from her shoulder. Her breathing was slow, peaceful, as if she had fallen asleep in the middle of a dream she never wanted to leave. Her freckles glimmered in the soft light, each one a tiny constellation on her skin. Beside her, Arya was awake yet resting in a dream of her own. Her long, dark hair spilled over the pillow like a midnight waterfall, her arm draped loosely over Elara's waist, fingertips barely touching the satin fabric. She could feel the calm rise and fall of Elara's breath beneath her palm. It grounded her, it comforted her, it made her feel like she belonged in this exact moment. Arya's eyes were half closed, not quite asleep, but not willing to wake fully either. She tilted her face closer, letting her cheek brush Elara's lightly. The softness amazed her every time, how someone could feel like home. Elara murmured something in her sleep, her lips parting ever so slightly. Arya smiled gently, brushing a strand of red curls away from Elara's forehead with the back of her fingers. The robe shimmered with every breath, flowers seeming to bloom under the golden lamp. It made Arya want to protect this still, untouched beauty forever. Arya whispered, her voice low and soft, you make everything quiet. She wasn't sure if Elara heard her, but Elara's body responded. She leaned closer unconsciously, nuzzling into Arya's neck like that was where she was always meant to rest. Their legs brushed, warm skin meeting warm skin beneath the sheets. A gentle warmth rushed through Arya's chest, slow and sweet. The night stretched on like a velvet ribbon, wrapping them in silence and comfort. The air smelled faintly of vanilla and fresh linen. Nothing rushed here, nothing demanded. There was only softness. Elara slowly blinked awake, eyes fluttering open like delicate petals. She saw Arya watching her and smiled in a lazy, half-asleep way that melted the edges of time. "You're still awake," she whispered. Arya nodded, her voice a soft hum. "Didn't want to miss this." Elara didn't ask what this meant. She already knew. She lifted her hand and traced a slow line down Arya's cheek, her touch feather light. Their faces were just inches apart now, each breath brushing the other's skin. "You always worry too much," Elara whispered. "And you always dream too much," Arya replied. Elara giggled softly, the sweetest sound in the quiet room. Her curls bounced slightly with the movement, brushing against Arya's forehead. She shifted closer, closing the tiny gap between their bodies. Their heartbeats found a shared rhythm beneath the sheets. "I like this," Elara said, voice warm and tender. "Us, right here." Arya's hand slipped around Elara's fingers, lacing them together slowly. "Me too. It feels like the world finally makes sense." They looked into each other's eyes, not with urgency but with gentle truth. The kind of truth that doesn't need to speak loudly to be heard. Elara leaned in, forehead resting against Arya's. Slowly, carefully, their noses brushed in a sleepy greeting. The nearness was perfect to souls breathing in the same small pocket of air. Arya closed her eyes. "Can I?" she whispered. Elara nodded before she even heard the rest of the question. Their lips met in the softest kiss, like a secret shared only between them. Not rushed, not demanding, just a long, slow exhale of everything they felt. The world outside faded into velvety quiet. The warmth of Elara's lips was like sunrise pressed gently against Arya's heart. Elara pulled back only an inch, her breath trembling with tenderness. Her thumb brushed along Arya's jawline. "You're safe here," she murmured. "With me." Their legs intertwined again under the sheets, the soft linen brushing their skin. Arya kissed Elara's forehead, lingering there, letting her lips rest against the soft curls. Elara responded by snuggling closer, her head tucked beneath Arya's chin, their bodies fitting perfectly like two puzzle pieces finally aligned. Minutes passed in undisturbed serenity. Elara traced absent circles on Arya's arm. "Promise me something," she whispered. "Anything," Arya replied. "Don't ever let go of nights like this." Arya's hand tightened gently around hers. "Never." Their eyes closed, but their hearts stayed wide awake, memorizing the warmth of the moment, the softness of skin against skin, the feeling of being held and truly understood. The lamp's glow softened further, like it respected their tenderness. Wrapped in satin, warmth, and love, they didn't need anything else. Tonight, sleep wasn't a place to escape to. It was a place they reached together, wrapped in soft light, wrapped in each other. Wrapped in soft light, the room was quiet except for the hush of the air conditioner and the distant hum of evening traffic outside. The lamp on the bedside table glowed like a little sun, turning the bedroom into a cocoon of amber warmth. And in the center of that glow, Elena and Sophia remained closer than the night before. Closer than either of them expected to feel with someone they'd only just truly opened up to. Elena lay on her side, one arm folded under her head as she continued to study Sophia's face. The way the warm light softened every line, every detail, made her heart flutter with something deep and gentle. Sophia's dark hair spilled across the pillow like silk, and her eyes held the softness of someone who was learning, slowly, how to trust the moment. "You're staring again," Sophia whispered, a small teasing smile forming on her lips. Elena didn't look away. "Maybe I like what I'm looking at." Sophia exhaled a slow breath, her heart tightening in the best kind of way. Compliments always slipped past her defenses, making her feel seen. But with Elena, it didn't feel scary. It felt like sunlight resting on her skin. The soft blanket was pulled around their waists, and their hands were still intertwined, neither willing to be the first to let go. The world outside didn't exist right now. There were no cameras, no curious eyes at the beach, no crowds. Just two women bathed in warm lamplight, sharing a secret calm. Elena's thumb slowly brushed across Sophia's knuckles, almost absent-mindedly. "Tell me something you never told anyone," she said softly. Sophia blinked, surprised. "Something? Like what?" "Something about you that scares you," Elena said gently. "Something real." Sophia stared up at the softly lit ceiling, gathering words she didn't usually say aloud. "I'm afraid of losing moments before they happen," she murmured. "Afraid that if something feels too good, it disappears. That maybe I don't get to keep things that make me happy." Elena's heart tugged. She scooted a bit closer, closing the small space between them. "I'm right here," she whispered. "This is real." The room felt smaller now, not physically, but emotionally, like the air around them was holding its breath. Sophia turned her head to face her again. Their noses were barely a breath apart. "Okay," she said quietly. "Your turn." Elena gave a tiny smile. "I'm afraid of being the reason someone gets hurt," she confessed. "I care too quickly. I hold on too tight. Sometimes I feel like I'm too much. And I don't want to be a storm in anyone's life." "You're not a storm," Sophia replied instantly. "You're warmth, like this light." Her fingers brushed a loose strand of hair near Elena's cheek, and the gentleness of that simple touch sent a soft shiver through them both. For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Their breaths sank slow, steady, quiet. Their hearts, though, seemed to beat faster with every second that passed. Elena's voice dipped into a softer tone. "Can I hug you?" Sophia didn't answer with words. Instead, she closed the small distance, sliding into Elena's arms with an easy trust. Elena wrapped herself around her, protective and tender. Sophia's head rested against Elena's chest, where she could hear the rhythmic thump beneath her ear, a sound steady enough to calm oceans. Their legs tangled beneath the blanket in a natural, thoughtless way. Elena pressed the gentlest kiss to the top of Sophia's hair, and Sophia inhaled, taking in the scent of warmth and softness and something like comfort. The room felt filled with a hush that only comes when the hearts finally rest. Sophia traced her fingers along Elena's forearm, feeling the warmth of skin beneath skin. "It feels like we've known each other longer," she whispered. "Like we skipped the awkward parts. Maybe we're catching up on all the years we didn't find each other," Elena answered softly. Sophia looked up again, this time meeting Elena's eyes with a stronger gaze. Her palm slid up to Elena's cheek, thumb brushing slowly. "Can I tell you something?" she asked. "Anything. I don't want this night to end." Elena's smile was a soft curve. "It doesn't have to," she whispered. The words hovered in the air between them like a promise. They looked at each other, really looked, and it was as if everything else in life paused for them to breathe. Outside, the sky deepened into navy. A quiet moon climbed higher, though neither woman noticed. The lamp continued to paint them in soft amber, two silhouettes sketched in closeness. Elena shifted slightly so she could gaze at Sophia properly. "Can I kiss your forehead?" she asked, still keeping every step slow, intentional. Sophia nodded, barely, eyes fluttering shut. Elena leaned forward, pressing a delicate kiss above Sophia's eyebrow. A kiss that felt like gratitude, like admiration, like steady affection blossoming into something more. Sophia breathed out, her fingertips lightly gripping Elena's arm as if anchoring herself in that moment. They tucked back into the embrace, bodies curved together perfectly. Silence returned, but not emptiness, the kind of silence that holds stories, laughter, confessions, and all the good things yet to unfold. Inside that safe glow, Sophia's voice broke through, soft as a sigh. "Do you think this, whatever this is, could last?" Elena brushed her fingers through Sophia's hair. "I want it to," she said truthfully. Sophia's eyes softened, and she rested her forehead against Elena's. Warmth touching warmth. "We don't have to figure it out tonight," Elena added. "We just have to stay here, like this." Sophia's lips lifted into the smallest, most genuine smile. "Then let's stay." Time moved differently after that. Minutes stretching gently, hearts slowing to match each other. The comfort of being close, of being seen, gave them a calm they didn't know they needed. Eventually, Sophia's breathing grew slower, heavier. Sleep began to claim her in soft waves. Elena held her the whole time, fingers lightly tracing patterns on her back as if trying to memorize the shape of safety. Just before sleep took her, Sophia whispered, "Thank you for tonight." Elena whispered back, "Thank you for trusting me." The lamp remained on a little longer, watching over them as the quiet wrapped around two women learning how to heal in each other's arms. And before the night ended completely, before dreams carried them away, Elena kissed Sophia's temple once more, a gentle promise that this soft light wasn't going anywhere. They fell asleep holding on, wrapped in something new, wrapped in something real, wrapped in soft light.